Yo, just alpha because we're fucking alpha men. In this video, I'm just gonna let you know a little bit about my nofap experience. I posted a little bit of videos about it before on my channel like a year ago, but no, I have not been consistent with it either. It's literally been an up and down slope. But I'm gonna get into that a little bit in this video. Stay tuned, let's get it. So, look, with this nofap thing, bro, this has been the most surreal experience of my whole entire fucking life. I didn't even realize that me going through nofap. So I went through nofap in my last relationship. Didn't even know why. But I was so blinded by the amount of sex that I was getting that I was like losing myself to that shit. And sex kind of, with our era, because of porn, men start to subjectify women at a very young age. The reason that they do this is because when you're watching porn, you see girls that's hot as fuck doing a whole bunch of shit that you don't really get from an average girl, like a girl that you just meet in your town. Like, not every girl's a freak. Like, they say that every girl can be like turned into a freak for somebody, but dude, most of the time girls don't even know how to have sex. So like, let's just put that to the side. When you're watching these girls that's already on another level sexually because they've been doing this for years on camera, so they're very comfortable with themselves, versus a girl that when you're in your teenage years and your young 20s and stuff like that, you're not going to meet girls that really fit up to the par of knowing how to have sex like that. Even if you meet some like fucking 40 and 50-year-olds, it's like they're not going to, some people just never get the experience where they can be able to give you the sex that a porn star could. Like, most people are just not capable of that. So because of that, you really just get down to the point of subjectifying women and you judge them based off of what you believe is real. Because in your mind, that's what the par is the porn scene and the girl that you're fucking with. And even when you're with a girl, you'll still be watching porn. It's ridiculous. Like, if you're with a girl and you have to watch porn, why are you with that girl? She can't fulfill you enough. Like, what? At that point, you're using her in some sense. If you have to watch porn and you're fucking with a girl, there's an issue here. She's not fulfilling you in some type of way, and you're not confronting the issue by letting her know and like attempting to walk away. If it was that case, if your sexual needs are not fulfilled as a man, there's a problem. There's a problem. And really, what I've realized with a lot of guys that I've been around and like been talking to, these motherfuckers get in this relationship, it's either for financial reasons or because of the fact that they're getting consistent sex from a girl. Like, you know that you just have that pussy in your pocket. But then they go off and cheat and shit like that, and it's just like fucking pointless, because it's just like, dude, why would you even go through all that shit instead of just leveling up your life so that you can be able to fuck many girls instead of just having to be with one and then you're fucking splitting the bills with her? All it really comes down to, bro, is when you're on nofap, bro, you realize that you don't need anybody. You don't need friends. You don't need a girl. You don't even need sex like that, bro. If you do desire sex in the quantity that you envision, because I'm pretty sure every guy can fuck every single day if he wanted to. If you have a vision in your mind to smash multiple females on a weekly basis, look at me. You have to go on nofap. Because it's not even about the girls, bro. Literally, when you go on nofap, it's about leveling up your own fucking life. And girls, bro, look. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I did nofap most of the time, I was literally just trying to get hotter bitches. And I did. I did. But then it got to a point, like, because I kept relapsing in terms of sex, and then that just opened up the door for me to just have porn. Because, like, you know how, like, some shit just falls through? Like, it just doesn't fucking happen and shit like that? It just doesn't fucking happen. So you're just like, whatever. But you actually care. When you go on NoFap, that feeling is going to be like, beforehand, you're just like, I don't even really care if I hang out, but, I mean, because you know that you have something to do on the back end. When you go on NoFap, it really just turns you into, like, a purpose warrior. You'll learn how to stay present. And when you're present, you can make a whole bunch of opportunities happen because you're starting to think about shit that's only related to you. When you're fucking with a whole bunch of girls, bro, think about it. She has her problems. She's coming to you. She's going to be playing games. She's going to be doing all this shit just so that you chase her in some sense. Even if she's pursuing all the way, like, you have to be 2 steps, if not 3 steps ahead of a girl in order to keep them attached, bro. So if that's the case, bro, that's mental capacity that you are not actually giving to yourself. Just imagine all the work that you put in to having sex with females. Even if it comes down to just sex, like, once a week or whatever, bro. Like, and especially, like, when you smash, you're going to think about that shit at some point. And then it's like, it's a dog and pony show just to see who the fuck is going to chase who. And it's like us trying to get the power to get her to chase us because we're actually, like, doing other shit. Because that just shows the high value to her. It's crazy. Like, you just have to, when you know females, you understand that it is a game. But life's a game. It's all a game. Everything is a game. Making money is a game. Real estate is a game. Working your job is a game. Because your fucking boss, oh wait, his boss, the CEO of the company, played the game, and you now have a job working for him, making a small portion of what he is actually making. It's all a game. And you realize that shit when you go on NoFap. Because then you start realizing what really matters to you. And then when you realize what matters to you, you start learning more about what actually matters to you. And then when you feel something, you can deal with it. But when you have sex in your life consistently, when it's overtaking, it goes into you repressing your own feelings for the pleasure of right now, which is the female. Because females keep us present. They do. The games that they play and shit like that, like, when you're with them, they keep us present. So it can really be a distraction. Because when you're present with them, you're not really thinking about shit that's going to be going on with you. You're thinking about how am I going to be able to smash? Or something. You're basically trying, whatever the intention that you had with that person, whatever relationship, it's not even with a female, it's going to go back to, what is the intention of you hanging out with that person? So, really, bro, on NoFap, like I was saying earlier, bro, I realized a lot. I realized that I had a porn addiction younger in my life. A porn addiction that led into a sex addiction. And I didn't even realize that I had a sex addiction. But it really was just a porn addiction. And dude, it's crazy because Terry Crews talks about that shit. It's funny that, like, there's celebrities that talk about it. And even when I heard it, I was just like, oh, Trey Songz fucking said that he had a porn addiction. And he gets bad bitches. This is crazy, bro. It's wild. It's wild that you would never think somebody's good enough. Even if you have good love in your life, it can be toxic because you're watching porn. You're not even present with your girl. You're using her as a sex object. Which, I mean, girls can That's the best way to really put it if you want to be able to keep the seduction going on. But they're beautiful creatures still. So, they're very different than guys. And that's what you realize on NoFap as well, is that girls are completely different than guys. They're completely different from guys. The emotions that they bring up sparks emotions in us, whether we want to act hard or not. Somebody that we actually give a fuck about, like a girl that we actually give a fuck about, she's gonna spark some type of emotions, even if y'all ain't even dating. That's why we want that around. And it's not even, it doesn't have to be negative. It can just be emotions of like love or care, like joy or something. They bring the joy into life. And Napoleon Hill talks about that inside of Think and Grow Rich. I'll put the link in the description so that you can be able to read the audiobook. It's about 40 minutes. It's life-changing because you start thinking about shit that actually works with your life too. It's really, I listened to that book probably about 10 times on my NoFap journey in the last year. And honestly, it's just crazy that when you start thinking about your life, when you realize how important you make sex in your life, it really just makes you think about what the fuck is the point of life. Like, have you ever went out to a bar and not just worried about bitches? Have you ever just went to a bar and just went to go dance? Have you ever just went to fucking go hiking because you wanted to go hiking? Have you ever just tried to experience life instead of just watching TV and then fucking worrying about a whole bunch of bullshit? That's how motherfuckers go crazy, bro. Like these dudes that's sitting here fucking doing this crazy shit, like these murderers and shit like that, bro. These motherfuckers literally probably were just in the house and they fucking just went insane because they're not getting around other people. We need that, bro. And it doesn't even have to be like an interaction that's negative for you. You have yourself, and then when you're around other people, you get different perspectives of your own thinking. Because everybody is you just pushed out. Look, I could go, this shit's so deep. It's so deep what you can understand with yourself when you're just on NoFap. And a lot of this shit will make more sense as we continue. As the journey keeps going, just keep watching my videos and it's going to make more and more sense into your life, especially if you have a porn addiction. And really nobody wants to admit that they have a sex addiction, but I mean, it can be real, bro. It can be real. But the best help that you can get is not going to be from a therapist. It's going to be from yourself. It's going to be from yourself. You have to figure out how to meditate and really just understanding how you function and how you feel and your thought patterns and things like that. So I'll be going more into that in detail through these next videos. So that was just my NoFap story. And just a little bit of topics that related to the story, just so that, you know, you guys can be able to relate to it as well. If you don't mind just liking and subscribing, because I'm really excited just to talk more in depth about things that are beneficial for our lives and things that really have been toxic as well. So let's get it. Jusalphaa out.